everyone, welcome back to Finbot IT. My name is Julie, and today we're going to set up an S3 bucket in AWS. So S3 stands for Simple Storage Service, and it was actually AWS's first service back in 2006. It is object level storage, and it is a regional service, so it's replicated across multiple availability zones across the region. So anything you store in S3 is going to be available and durable. So in the console, under Services, under Storage, we're going to click on S3. Then we're going to click Create Bucket. We're going to add a bucket name. So all bucket names have to be original across all of AWS. You can't have a bucket with the same name as another bucket. Bucket name, oops, bucket 2. So we're going to add a name and hope that it's available. On the region, you can click on whichever region works best for you. I am in the U.S. East Northern Virginia, so I'm going to stick with that. We're going to click Next. On this page, you're going to see where you can click Check to enable versioning. You can check here to enable server access logging. You can add your tags, which I always recommend adding tags because it just is so helpful, especially in IAM. And we'll say 2 just so we can tell the difference. You have your object level logging, your default encryption, and then you have some advanced settings down below. But we're going to keep everything at the default because this is just an initial tutorial on setting up an S3 bucket. We're going to click Next. This is our permissions page. So down here you can make your bucket public if you want. It's AWS best practice to keep it private. All buckets are private until they are made public or access is granted through bucket policies or ACLs. There's also a selection down here where you can manage your system's permissions. So you can grant or choose not to grant S3 log delivery to the bucket. We're going to keep everything as the default and click Next. This is your review page. So you can see the options you chose, the bucket name, the permissions, etc. And then we're going to click on Create Bucket. If you wanted to go back and change anything at this point, you would just hit Previous, but we're leaving everything as default. And then you'll see here is our new bucket. And if you click on our new bucket, this is where you upload anything you want to store in your bucket. So you just click on Upload. You can drop files or drag and drop, or you can add files in. You can also add permissions on the files as you're uploading them. Under Properties, you'll see that you can actually set a bucket up as a default and then go back in later and enable versioning or enable service access logging. This is where you would enable the S3 bucket to host your static website, your object level logging, and your default encryption. Under Permissions, you can go in and change the permissions. You click Edit over here. You'll see you also have a tab for your access control list. And you'll see right now that I'm the bucket owner, which is great. S3 does that for you. Here's your bucket policy. You can go in and add a policy, and then also your cores configuration. And then if we also have a management tab, so this is your life cycle policy. So you can click here to add a life cycle rule. You have a replication and analytics, metrics, and inventory. So there's so much you can do with S3 buckets. Let's go back to S3, and I'll show you really quick how you delete a bucket. You click it, close this window. This always opens for information. One thing to note, before you can delete a bucket, it has to be empty. So if you've uploaded anything into your bucket, you first have to empty it, and then you just click on Delete. And then they're going to want you to type the name of the bucket as a confirmation that that's the bucket that you do want to in fact delete. I like to copy it, paste it in so I don't make any mistakes. Click Confirm. And you'll see down here, one success. And the bucket is obviously not here any longer, and it has been deleted. So that's it. It's super simple. S3 buckets are, the standard storage is a little bit on the expensive side, but there's so many different storage options to choose from. It's so easy to use. Please let me know if you have any questions. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for coming by, and I'll see you next time.